It's tight, and I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
Pull out the stick, hit. Bet I caught her hard now. I hit. I just love a fucking jeweler.
Alright, today we got TYTE jumping off the porch with us today.
Yo, what's going on?
What's going on with you, my boy? How you feeling?
Coolin', man. Just been working. Happy to be here.
Nah, for sure, man. We've been seeing you put that work in. It's a pleasure to have you on the porch with us today.
Definitely appreciate it. Definitely.
Sure. So how was that trip down here from Tallahassee to Atlanta, man?
Man, it's a ride, man. But it's up the street, though. Y'all know y'all next door neighbor.
For sure.
But I love the A, though. You know, coming
sure,
up here
man.
is a different vibe, a different feeling.
For sure. How would you compare it back home to Tallahassee?
Tyler just a lot smaller, you know what I'm saying? But we some hustlers back home, you know what I'm saying? We want a city that was, had something going for us, or somebody that don't really, well, we don't have people come out of Tallahassee, but I'm talking about in this generation that mapped it out for us. So it's like everybody that's popping back home, like really had a hustle, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody that got a name for themselves, or you know what I'm saying, whatever that they doing, like, back home, you really got the hustle. Like I say, Tallahassee, one of them cities where once you pop there, like it just trickle down to the next city on the way, you know, down south. You know?
Just going through that little chilling circle.
That little domino effect, for sure.
So what we eating in Tallahassee, man?
Seafood, man.
Yeah.
Leola's Crab Shack, dog. You got to go by Leola's Crab Shack. You come to Tallahassee, that's the best seafood.
No, it's real. So what else can you tell us about coming up out there in Tallahassee? How would you describe your upbringing?
I grew up the only child on both sides, you know what I'm saying, on my mom's side and my pop's side. So growing up for me, it was basically like I learned as I go, you know what I'm saying? Like my parents only could teach me so much, you feel what I'm saying? Coming from their generation, and they went in the streets, you know what I'm saying, as when I was coming up, you know what I'm saying? So I learned from my uncles and partners of mine, you know what I'm saying, running the streets and shit like that. And on top of that, we moved around a lot when I was younger. Like, I lived on all parts of town. I ain't have to really gang bang. Like, I was known by everybody. Like, some of the ones that's in prison doing real time, or some of the ones that's really getting money whoop to whoop, like, I knew them at the point of time, you know what I'm saying? And it's still love when I come back to the city and chop it up and whoop to whoop. But for the most part, like, man, like, me, I always been like a hustler. Like, I don't give a fuck what it is. Like, the money down, I'm ready to do it. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't never take from nobody. You know what I'm saying? I never believed in that. But as far as anything to get some money to turn a dollar, I'm in there.
Yeah.
You feel me? That just always been my hustle.
That's
you know,
real.
like I be around people. I try to bring people around me that we could benefit from each other. You know what I'm saying? I never believed in we sitting around and waiting for a handout. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, Tallahassee is a small city, but we some hustlers though, for sure.
What do you feel like about Tallahassee just breeds them hustlers like that though?
I don't know. Honestly, I think where Tallahassee sit at, you know what I'm saying? We in Florida, but we right here by Georgia. And on top of that, we couple hours away, we go down to Miami, we go to Central Florida. So I think then go out this way, Jacksonville, then the opposite way, you going toward New Orleans. So I feel like Tallahassee just that hub, and we got affected by everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could tell a North nigga from a South nigga. The way we dress, you know what I'm saying? The way we in certain environment, we kind of, to ourselves, we scope things, you know what I'm saying? So I just think it's what Tallahassee placed that and stuff that's around it that influenced us, you know what I'm saying? And I think like being so small and these places being so close, these next cities over, like damn, I need to get my money up so I can go whoop the whoop. I want to go to the mall and go to the whoop the whoop store, you know what I'm saying? Because we ain't got that back home. So I think that's really what, you know what I'm saying, pushed us, the newer generation. Like, bro, we got to get up out this small city and go see something.
That's real.
But we got to get some money first.
Nah.
That's what it all come down to.
So when would you say you decided to jump off the porch?
Shit, probably around about, to be honest though, man, like, I've been around this shit since a jit though. That's why I say, like, even in my music and the way that I carry myself, like, I don't be with the banging and I got to start a problem with somebody. Like, I was 6 years old witnessing shootouts and seeing my uncles go to jail, and I'm sleeping under my mattress. I got a little race car bed, bullet shells under that bitch. I go into the closet, open it up one day, push back the toys. Thing full of money in there from my uncle. You feel what I'm saying? We living out there in a metal trailer park. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the stuff where I feel like people start experiencing when they 14, 15 years old, I was early on seeing that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then being around it, and I was a person, like I say, being on the child, I observed a lot. I knew where the fuck ups at. Like, all right, if you're gonna do this, there's the consequence. I paid attention to that. You know what I'm saying? So if I really wanted to dive in, I'm like, there's the consequences of it. But around 15 years old, I'd say like, that's when I really started moving around. You know what I'm saying? Doing my own little thing, my own little partners and shit like that. And at the same time, really with the music as well.
Yeah. Okay, that's real. So being 15, what would you say you experiencing, seeing for the first time on your own? You know what I'm saying? You outside on your own, you know what I'm saying? So what's some of the shit you feel you went through at the young age of 15, you know what I'm saying, as a young nigga to jump off the porch?
Oh, with these females, dog. See, that type of nigga I was. Get some money, female. You know what I'm saying? I think around 15 years old, that's when that little pecker start, you know what I'm saying? He started sniffing around for shit. You know, certain shit you don't supposed to be getting into, you know, but I think that was like the biggest thing for me, you know, with the females. You know what I'm saying? Being one a nigga with some money, you know, with some motion, you know, and at the same time a nigga with some character. Like I feel like you ain't got to be the richest person, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be the person that have everything, but as long as you got some character and make people want to be around you, you can invite the right person in the room. You feel what I'm saying? And make it make sense at the end of the day. So I say that was like the biggest thing, but I learned a lot from females, though. You know what I'm saying? When to talk, when to shut your ass up. And it's the same thing moving around in the streets. When certain people come in the room, you shut up. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's like the biggest thing that differs for me, because a lot of other stuff, like I said, I seen at an early age.
Yeah. Also at 15, like you said, you started rapping.
Yeah, no, I started rapping at 6.
I was 6 years old.
Like really, like at this, me going like to clubs, passing out CDs, campuses, stuff like that around age 15.
Okay, that's when you started taking it serious.
Like really serious, for sure.
So what would you say it was that made you just realize, you know what, this what the fuck I'm finna do? You know what I mean?
I think like the biggest thing, seeing the big homies in my city not make it. Like, and growing up, I feel like anybody can vouch, like you always got that hood superstar. You be like, you think he the biggest thing ever, you feel what I'm saying? But it come to a point in time when you do, like I said, jump off the porch and you start paying attention to things and learning the business and other aspects that go like, but it ain't that big. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it took me. I was like, man, I got to do this stuff different. I paid attention to where they fucked up at, or where I thought they fucked up at the time. Learn from it and applied it to my own grind. Like I said, I come from the era where we were passing out CDs. I was sitting at the store, $1, hey, CD for free. Hey, getting on the city bus, we going to the parties. I'm at the club let-outs. I ain't old enough to get in yet, but I'm at the let-out just giving out my CDs. You know what I'm saying? Like I come from that era, passing out flyers, got to really go connect with the DJs, who the teen DJs, who at that time, you know what I'm saying? Teen DJs, shit like that. So I feel like at that point in my time, that's when I really started, at the same time, putting my own money behind myself. You know what I'm saying? Pressing up CDs, shit like that. So 15, that's when I started taking it serious.
That's real. When would you say you started to realize it was working?
So man, I'm starting to realize that now.
Now?
Like I already knew like coming in this shit, like it wasn't gonna snap for me. You feel what I'm saying? Like I felt like at the time I understood that. You know what I'm saying? From a humble spirit. You know, like it's a lot of stuff I had to develop. The image, the look, the music. Not even the music, but the sound. I feel like a lot of people can have a lot of songs, a lot of whoop to whoop, but you ain't establishing no sounds. You just jumping from sound to sound. You know what I'm saying? I don't come to you for this. I just come to you for this because I know you gonna jump on that wave for that time and, you know what I'm saying, whoop to whoop. So I feel like over time, it had to develop in me. You know what I'm saying? Paying attention and at the same, learning the business. Like it's one thing to be the artist, but at the same time, learning the business. It's important
to learn that business.
Important. I'm involved in everything. From the paperwork to the video treatments, like everything. You feel what I'm saying?
When you didn't realize something, was you afraid to ask, like, what this mean?
Nah,
that's when niggas fuck up. I feel like they be too afraid to ask what you know what certain shit mean.
Me personally, like I always been closed mouth never get fed.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I always been that person. If I don't understand something, I keep asking. I piss a person off until I understand it. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the time, everybody time I feel valuable in some way. You know what I'm saying? You know this man hard to get in touch with, why not take advantage of that time?
Yeah.
It's about how you go about doing it though. That's what people fuck up at. You
They
know what
approach.
I'm saying? How you approach him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Build it honest.
Yeah.
I feel like honesty is like the root of everything with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Let a person know how you coming. Cause what a person say, I don't know nobody true intentions. Come out honest, bro. What you need? What you
Yeah.
trying to? I can say yes or no. Simple.
That's
you know,
real
and that's
shit.
how I look at stuff.
That's real shit. How did you end up signed to the legendary Slip and Slide Records, man?
Oh, man. Working my ass off, dog. You know what I'm saying? I dropped my record hit last year.
Motherfucker going crazy.
Yeah, hit going crazy. It went crazy, and I was under another label actually, and ended up getting out of the situation. You know what I'm saying? Moving on, and the funny thing is, Ted from Slip and Slide, like the owner of it. You know what I'm saying? I met him like 2 years ago. Like we crossed paths, and it was like a meetup, but he didn't know me, but I knew who he was, cause like Plies, one of my favorite artists, Trick, that whole squad. You know what I'm saying? Like. Came to last year, one of my A&Rs and him tight, they cool, you know what I'm saying? And one of his A&Rs, Ted A&Rs, came to him about me like, look man, this boy, whoop the whoop, he got this record, he be on TikTok, stuff like this, you know what I'm saying? Check him out, da-da-da. And came to find out, he was hearing it from both sides, like, man, this is why I was just coming to you about it, this who coming to me about it, so it ended up flying down. I mean, tell him to come down, you know what I'm saying? Took the mean was good. He understood everything. You feel what I'm saying? And I told him, I said, Coach, I can't sit on the bench. Like I don't play my part of that. You know what I'm saying? I done watched the game long enough. Like I'm ready to go in, and he understood. Like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm ready to push the button on you. Let's do it. And ever since, it's been up, man.
That's real.
It's been up.
That's too real. How would you describe the chemistry over there, the relationship y'all got?
Dog, like me and Coach got that. It's like, I don't know, it's like that one-on-one. It's like, I down there talk to him every day, you feel what I'm saying? It's more so, it's not even a employee to a boss, it's like partners. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he learning from me, I'm learning from him. There's certain things that he don't understand about this new age, but I do. And certain things like, Coach, how you move this shit around? I got the resources for it. He know how to get it, put it on wheels, you feel what I'm saying? So I feel like the relationship is just, it's perfect.
Thanks.
It was like an opportunity, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Met the right person. Like he was the opportunity. Well, I was the opportunity. You know, coming however you say it. You know what I'm saying? But it was an opportunity, and it was with the right, you know, the right situation. So
For sure.
I feel good over there. So
Nah, for real.
for sure.
How does it feel to know like people compare you to like people that you look up to like Plies and shit like that?
Man, crazy. Like I don't even know. Like. Cause it's coming from a space where I ain't trying to. You know what I'm saying? It's like I just grew up on this music. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of stuff you were talking about, what the fuck was really happening?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And coming surprised, like shit, I'm from Florida.
Yeah.
Like we got that swang in our voice, and we just sounded like, but it's really on the same concepts. You know what I'm saying? The shit that raunchy shit, I just. No filter, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it, like, I feel like that's where the comparison come from. And even the flows, like, but I feel like that's just a Florida thing in general, but certain niggas know how to make that shit stand out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't been on no cocking, that you just understand what you trying to do. You understand your sound and where you trying to take it to.
For sure. I see the Boosie comparison more so throughout this interview too. Like ever since we talking, like, all right, I see that one too, man.
Yeah, I think it's more so with Boo. I think it's more so our voice. Like we got that thin, you know, that real,
that little raspy,
you know, we got that little real super thin voice.
Yeah.
Most down.
That shit real though. So let's talk about Hit Again one more time, man. Why do you feel that shit fucked up the city the way it did?
Man, that beat, dog. Like I brought that Florida shit back.
Yeah.
Like I honestly feel like I brought that Florida shit back, and I feel like for a long time, and I'm talking about from a nigga that's coming up, you know what I'm saying, a upcoming artist. We ain't had nobody in a while that had that Florida identity. You know what I'm saying? Well, from the beat to the lyrics to the voice, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't talking about Kodak, I ain't talking about, you know what I'm saying, the raw ways, I'm talking about new artists, new faces, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I brought that Florida sound back. Like, I'm bringing that back to the forefront. I ain't got nothing wrong with auto-tune, I ain't got nothing wrong with the drill scene, I love that music, I listen to it, I bump to it, you know what I'm saying? With the pretty boy stuff, what they do, you know, shit like that, but my objective was, trying to bring that Florida shit back. Like, niggas come down here, I feel like niggas take the sauce, run with that shit, remix it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I feel like my objective is, like, when you hear me, I want to bring you to Florida. You close your eyes this time, you be like, boy, I'm in Tallahassee right now. I'm in Jacksonville, I'm in Tampa, I'm in Miami right now. I want to bring you into that world when you listen to me.
That's real shit. What would you say is the overall message in your music that you want listeners to leave with once they turn you on and turn you off?
I just went to Florida. And when you turn me off, I just left Florida. Like, for real, like,
that's real.
I go so hard for the home team, dog. Like, I want to be bigger than this shit. Like, I really want, when it's all said and done, dog, they be able to come back and study me. Like I say, you come second, third place, nobody gives a damn about second, third place 30 years from now. Because always they study who won. You feel what I'm saying? I'm trying to be that person. I'm looking at this thing 10 years from now, like, I don't go next year, I don't go next year. I don't go the year after that, I don't go the year after that. But TYTE gonna be around, you know what I'm saying? And every time you look at me or you come holler at me, I'm just doing this here.
Yeah.
Sometimes it might be a little slow, but I'm gonna be doing it right
progress.
now. I'm gonna be moving.
That's real shit. Let's talk about Take the Rubber Off. What inspired that record, man?
Well, Plies inspired that one.
Oh, that's hard.
Like, honestly, I quote unquote wrote that record for him. You feel what I'm saying? And I sent it to some people, and they're like, I was like, okay, cool.
You cut that bitch.
Man, I dropped that bitch on TikTok, dog, and I just started doing just little videos and shit. And before I knew it, that bitch was gone.
Yeah.
And when I dropped that whole, oh my God, boy, this is so good. Take the rub off, it went crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like, Take the Rub Off, I feel like what put me in the mind, it was just like, man, talk wrong shit, dog. Like, what goes on in the hood? How you talk, it pussy so good, take the rub off, you know what I'm saying? So I think it was just more so just no filter. Like, it was just a no filter type record.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? Just being blunt, absolute blunt.
I know the ladies loved it.
That record, that was crazy. It brought a whole new fan base. Like, female fan base wise, like, it brought a whole new fan base. But they respect it though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They rock with it. Like, it's a bop. You know what I'm saying? It definitely brought a whole new fan base.
No, that's real. And let's talk about Major, man. Your latest release.
Yeah, Major. Major was crazy. Major was another one. Major was like a surprise though. Like, we didn't think Major was gonna go out the way that it did.
Why so?
I mean, I don't know, like, it just was, it ain't had that feeling like hit and Take the Rub Off. But when it dropped, it's like, all right. Like, what's going on here? Let's zero in, let's pay attention, you know what I'm saying? And quote unquote, like, the other side love Major. Like, the Caucasian. Like, I love my white folk, dog. Like, that was mass majority of my streams came from with that record, dog. Like, and I don't even know what took it there. You know what I'm saying? Like to push it in that market. You feel what I'm saying? But man, they love that record, dog.
Yeah.
They love that record. Like, love it.
How important would you say it is to be transparent as an artist, you know what I'm saying? So you can identify with different communities and groups of people, you know what I mean?
Oh, it's very important. Like, you gotta understand, that's why I say when it come back talking down to the music, to the business, can't go like this in no office building. A lot of people don't understand that simple concept though. They don't know how to change up the way they talk. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to change up the way their physical appearance look. They don't know how to go in there and say, negotiate. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's the same thing in public. Like, you got to know, like, when you in public, it's a job at the end of the day. Like, yeah, it's a privilege. This is a job at the end of the day. How can I not take a picture with one of my fans? You signed up for this. Same thing that they say, you signed up for this shit in the streets. You signed up for this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it ain't no renege once you sign them papers. go to work, put your smile face on, woo woo, go home, turn that bitch off. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's very important to be transparent, and especially nowadays that social media has grown to where it's at. They want to see more than the music.
Yeah.
They want
to see how you living,
how you
looking.
You feel me? And a lot of people, you gotta be the biggest gangster. I started doing drink videos, dog, like alcoholic beverages. Man, that was turned into, it was getting more bigger than my music. You feel what I'm saying? Like on some real, I was making the drinks and doing Florida rules, like saying 3 rules that only happens in Florida type shit.
Yeah.
And they was eating it up, but out my personality side, oh, he a funny guy. You know what I'm saying? You can tell he was a class clown, you know, shit like that, and they love it. That's just another side to you they like. I ain't gotta like his music, but I fuck with him, support
as a person, yeah.
You feel me? So you pulling in a whole nother stream of income right there.
Just by being yourself.
Just by being yourself.
That's
dog.
some real shit. What's some of the goals you got set for yourself in your career over the next 5 years?
Man, I'm trying to step into this movie world. I'm trying to start writing for artists. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I got the pen game now.
Okay.
You know, start structuring.
Pivot in.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I'm learning about it like as a whole nother bag. And it's an easy bag. You ain't even gotta show your face. You ain't gotta show it no video shoot. Sign some paperwork, get your check, go to the next. You know what I'm saying? Woo woo. So I think in the next 5 years, I'm just trying to build my brand. You know what I'm saying? Build my brand and I want to do executive stuff, dog. You know, going A&R other projects. You know what I'm saying? Putting my input on stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be bigger than just the artist. Like I feel like even when I go to these labels or going to these labels, y'all ain't hiring no artist. You hiring the machine. Y'all to help. That's how I like to negotiate. Y'all to help. You feel what I'm saying? So like I said, at the end of the day, like 5 to 10 years from now, I just want to have that brand where I'm the machine. I got my own set of producers. I got my own camera crew. I got my own studio. I got my own, you know what I'm saying? We the brand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We go to the label, we negotiate. No, this is what we need, this is what we don't need, this is what we want. We can tell y'all no and close the door and go to the next one. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to build. Like, the money gonna come, dog, regardless. Like, I'd rather pay attention and build the brand and learn the business side. So I'd be straight 30, 40, 50 years from now.
That's real shit. So what you working on right now?
Singles. I feel like we're in that place right now. You just need a single, bro, but you got to know how to follow up with it. Like I said, and this quote go a long way, like, don't fix nothing that ain't broke. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of these artists, if they get on with a hit, they change up the formula.
Yeah.
And then your audience like, damn, like, why? Like, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? It's
we was
working.
fucking with that.
We fucking with that. But I feel like they don't know how to evolve it. You know what I'm saying? I'm at that point now, it's like, let's slam these singles out. But at the same time, we're gonna show the elevation in it. We're gonna show the progress in it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna paint it the right way. You got a lot of people that have a lot of emotion, but they don't know how to paint it. They don't know how to make it believable. They don't know how to sell the product. You know what I'm saying? So that's like the biggest thing that I'm focusing on right now. Like the singles, build this brand, let's get this face out here. You know what I'm saying? Now it's time to start building the artists and the records together. Cause some people, I feel like, even me at a point in time, the record got past me. You know what I'm saying? Like they knew the record, but they ain't know the artist. You feel what I'm saying? Like the two worlds didn't collide. So I feel like right now it's just focusing on the brand. You know what I'm saying? Focusing on the brand, setting goals, execute them. Like that's the biggest thing right now for me.
Real shit. What would you say is the most important thing you want out of your career?
That's a good question. I say the most important thing, this outside of like plaques, you know what I'm saying, platinum, gold, stuff like that, of course. But I say like the biggest thing, when I started putting other people in position. Like I had an OG that told me, you ain't a boss until you make somebody a boss. You feel what I'm saying? When you understand that you can pass down the formula now, they could take that shit, sauce it up, pass that bitch down, but you know at the end of the day, it be 30 motherfuckers that they done put on, but the skeleton of that formula, that came from you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like at the end of the day, my job and my objective is, I want motherfuckers to study this shit when it's said and done. Same way that I'm looking at my OGs and I'm like, that's what you do. This how it's really turn up in 6 months. You do it the right way. You feel what I'm saying? It take money, but don't take money. Strategic plays, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff comes from resources, who you know, networking basically, you feel me? So like I said, I feel like the biggest thing at the end of the day, that's like the biggest thing, like what a motherfucker take from me and apply it to their shit and make it better.
That's some real shit. Any last words and shout outs?
Nah, man. Shout out to them all, man. Slip and slide. Definitely shout out to Off the Porch, man. We here. Atlanta, we're going on.
Man.
We here.
My boy TYTE, man. We appreciate having you on the porch with us today, gang.
Definitely appreciate you, man. Definitely.
For shit show.
Pull out the stick, hit. Bet I caught a whore now. I hit. I just left the fucking jeweler. I'm hitting.